Right now on Capitol Hill, the House Judiciary Committee is holding a hearing on how social media giants like Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter filter their content. This comes amid growing concerns about political bias and lack of transparency on those platforms. Let's bring in the 24/7 crew, Carly Shimkus, Brett Larson, and Jared Mack. Brett, you seem to be, I don't know what you were doing over there.
It's interesting. I love watching this. I'm happy to see our government getting involved in how these technology companies operate. That said, a lot of what they do is considered trade secrets. It's like Google's not going to tell you how the Google search works. That would be like Coca-Cola saying, well, with this much sugar and this much whatever else you put, caramel coloring, you make Coca-Cola. They don't want to give those secrets away. But I think we need some level of transparency without saying, well, the algorithm works like this. Every time 100 people click on your page, you get bumped up one person. I'm totally making those numbers up, but I'm saying like that's, we don't really understand how these algorithms work. We don't understand what they're looking for. In terms of filtering and bias, I don't necessarily think that's what's happening here. I'm sure there's something in the algorithm that is preventing these people from getting the exposure that they want. We also have to remember these social media platforms are international. They're around the globe. So a lot of people in the States are going to have stuff that's popular around the world. A lot of people in the States are going to have stuff that's just popular with a percentage of the population.
But Carly, at the same time, it wouldn't take much, for some of these Silicon Valley geniuses to filter out ideas that they don't find acceptable.
That's right, and specifically because Silicon Valley is so liberal. So the big questions of the day here will be, how do social media companies decide what is and is not allowed on their platforms? And are they more inclined to block conservative, political content? There's been a lot of high-profile cases ever since 2016 when Facebook was accused of blocking conservative news stories from their trending section. We've talked a lot about them. The latest coming from a country music band who said Facebook prevented them from promoting their song called I Stand for the Flag. So there are specific examples that these social media companies are going to have to answer for.
One thing, I think we get caught up, social media versus media. Let's just say media, because all media forms, there's different biases that might exist. And imagine through regular standard media companies, it was what gets through and what doesn't.